So here are the chords in the key of C, and then I'll break it down and show you each chord individually. So it goes C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished, to C. So it is derived from this C major scale. So I want you to hear how it literally sounds like that, but harmonized. So now all you do is just rearrange them in any order you want. C, G, A minor, E minor, F, G, C. And you're done. You have good chords that always go well together. So here is a C major chord. It's 3rd fret, A string with your 3rd finger, 2nd finger on 2nd fret on your D string, then the G string is open, so no fingers on that, and really make sure you're on your fingertips so you don't mute it out. And then your 1st finger is going to go on 1st fret on your B string, and you're going to hit the middle 4 strings, so from your A string to your B string. That is a C major chord. It's everywhere. So the next chord is a D minor chord. So you're going to put your 1st finger on your high E on 1st fret, your 3rd finger on 3rd fret on your B, your 2nd finger on 2nd fret on your G, and then you're going to just hit from your D string up. So you're not going to hit your low E or your A string. And really make sure you're on your fingertips. This one's easy to kind of thud out a bunch of strings on. So the next chord we're going to do is an E minor chord. I like to do it with my 2nd and 3rd fingers. Some people use their 1st and 2nd. I'm going to show you how to do the 2nd and 3rd. So 2nd finger, 2nd fret on your A string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret on your D string. So if you notice, you should be up towards the front of the frets when you're playing, but your 2nd finger is going to kind of come back a little bit just to kind of make room for that 3rd finger, since they have to share the same fret on different strings. And again, really focus on being on your fingertips, because you're going to hit all of your strings. And a really important string in this chord is your G. That's what makes the chord minor. So you really want to make sure you're not coming in flat and thudding out that G string. Really get on your fingertips. So that's an E minor chord. That's your 3 chord. So next chord is an F chord. And there's kind of 2 schools of thought on an F chord. One of them's the full-on E form, which looks like an E major chord but slid up with a bar. So that's going to be 1st finger barring all the way across the 1st fret, with really focusing on your low E, your B, and your E strings, because those are the only ones that the bar is going to actually be pushing down on. Then your 3rd finger is going to go on 3rd fret on your A, your 4th finger is going to go on 3rd fret on your D. So again, kind of same rules apply as with the E minor. You really want to kind of make room for each one and really be on your fingertip. Then your 2nd finger is going to go on 2nd fret on your G. And you're going to have to really, really push down and get a nice like clamp with your thumb in the back. That's where you get all your strength. This is the hardest bar chord there is, because it's the lowest on the neck and the strings are furthest apart. Or the frets are furthest apart, excuse me. So this F chord, bar across, 3rd finger, 3rd fret A, 4th finger, 3rd fret D, 2nd finger, 2nd fret G, and really pushing down hard on the bar, and you can hit all 6 of your strings. So even, I'm pushing down really hard and I'm still hearing a little bit of buzz. On an acoustic guitar, I prefer this F chord, where you're going to take your 1st finger and you're going to bar your high E and your B. Then you're going to take your 2nd finger and put it on 2nd fret on your G, and 3rd finger on 3rd fret on your D. This one's really hard. You're going to notice kind of the palm of your hand kind of getting closer to the back of the neck. That's fine, because you're going to be not maybe straight on, but kind of tilted back a little bit on your 1st finger. Hardest part is keeping that bar on your B and E strings while still getting these 2 to be on your fingertips. Your hand will kind of figure out its own way to do it. Just be patient with it and realize that it will happen. Even things that seem impossible, like my hand doesn't do that, you just have to practice it, and I promise you it will. So this one, 3rd finger, 3rd fret D, 2nd finger, 2nd fret G, 1st finger, 1st fret B, and first finger, first fret E. So you're barring those top two strings, which means that you're putting them across more than one string. And you're gonna hit your D string to your high E string. So you're not gonna hit your low E, and you're not gonna hit your A string. So that's an F chord. Next chord is a G chord. So this is a G chord. There are kind of two schools of thought on this one as well. You've got your second finger on low E, third fret, first finger, second fret on your A string, your D string is open, your G string is open, your B string is open, and then you're using your third finger on third fret on your high E. That's a G. I also like to do it instead of my second finger on the low string. I'll put my third finger, third fret on my low E, my second finger on second fret on my A, and my fourth finger, my pinky, on high E on third fret. And all the other ones open, and you just hit all 6 strings. This one's great for going to C chords. Look how similar it is in shape to a C chord, and an F chord for that matter. F chord, C chord, G chord, which are 3 of the major players in this actual key right here. So that's a G chord. You can also do it like this. Next chord is an A minor chord. So you're going to take your second finger on second fret on your D, your third finger on second fret on your G, and your first finger on first fret on your B. And really on your fingertips, because all these like kind of close together finger chords, like the A minor, the D minor, stuff like that, you really want to focus on being on your fingertips and not thudding out strings and muting them out. So I'm not doing anything with my pinky, but if you notice, it's right there. I don't want to have my fingers behind the neck or like out here. There's no sense in that, and when I want to use it, it's just further away, and it takes it longer to get to where I want it. So this is an A minor, second finger, second fret on your D, third finger, second fret on your G, first finger, first fret on your B, and you hit your middle 4 strings, so not your low E and not your high E. Believe it or not, you're allowed to hit them. It just doesn't sound as good, I don't think. So middle 4. So that's an A minor. The last chord is going to be a B diminished chord, and I'm actually playing it as a half diminished 7th chord. You don't have to do it that way, but I think it's a cooler sound. You probably won't think it's a very cool sound. It's a bit of an acquired taste. It's what's used as a passing chord, meaning you don't sit here and kumbaya, you know, it's not one of those ones you just sit and strum. It's one of those ones that you hit really quickly on the way to another one. Right, but not exactly the nicest sound. This one's a bit of a hand twister. As a songwriter, you might not use it as much because again, it's just a really quick one. But if you're getting into writing more and more songs, especially in the key of C, you're going to be kind of looking to spice things up a little bit. It's a really good way to kind of add in a little bit of tension. And it is brutal, listen to that. Woof. But it resolves really well to a C chord. Hear that sense of resolve? A G chord also resolves to a C chord really well. Those are your 2 big kind of grinding, building tension against the C chord to, that's nice. So, this B diminished chord, or half diminished 7th chord, or a minor 7 flat 5 is actually another name for it, for all you who might play jazz or anything like that. So first finger is going to go on 2nd fret on your A string, your third finger is going to go on 3rd fret on your D string, your second finger is going to go on 2nd fret on your G string, and your 4th finger is going to go on 3rd fret on your B string. So this one, definitely a bit of a hand twister. But it's good for you to practice your chords and going to that chord from other chords. Hey, if you can do it, you're going to be able to do some harder chords. And it resolves really well to the G, to the C. So here is the key of C in chords. So now we just rearrange it in any order we want. You will be amazed at what comes out. So I'll just make it up using those chords as my raw material. it's C, E minor, G, F, E minor, then back to F. Back to C, back to F. All this stuff definitely works to C, to G, to A minor. To E minor, to F, to G, to C. So it's C, E minor, G, F, E minor, then back to F. Back to C, back to F. All this stuff definitely works to C, to G, to A minor. To E minor, to F, to G, to C.
You did great, son.
Oh, G!